Hey y'all, it is September the 2nd, 2018. Bella's down here. Can't see her too good, but she's down there breathing heavily. Alright. I wanted to make this video and post this video about as quick as I could, just to let everybody know, just so you know, right off top. It's not going to be a music radio broadcast tonight. Unfortunately, because oh my gosh. There's a friend in town, he's not always in town, so I'm going to go hang out with him real quick and stuff, man. So that's what that's going to be. But tomorrow, actually, we're going to have that radio broadcast stuff. It's probably going to be even better than it usually is. So stay tuned. Of course, it's going to be a holiday. Celebrating Labor Day. We'll have that. But in the meantime, I was looking at a little bit of research before I do check out what my friend is doing. I was looking at a little bit of research, and I was going on Twitter because I was already on Twitter. So I typed in like Sandy Hook, hashtag like Sandy Hook, to see what the heck it would say. And of course, the thing is about it is you gotta know. It says a whole bunch of things, a whole bunch of. Oh, should we be quiet now? A whole bunch of people disagree. See, there's fireworks going on. I don't know why, but people are like blowing off fireworks, and Bella's getting all worked up. Anyways, there's all sort of things they're talking about on the Sandy Hook's Twitter feed, I guess. They're talking about Jacksonville, which is a recent thing, and of course they're talking about Parkland, they're talking about this and that. They're talking about taking away everybody's guns. People don't disagree, or they disagree all over the place. It's Twitter. You can find a lot of stuff. But I wanted to point out a couple things that I was noticing while I was on Twitter. First of all, you will be able to find certain stories from people who actually work in schools. Let me see if I can find this one Twitter post that I saw earlier. I don't remember exactly where it was. I'm gonna scroll through if I can see it. It was actually from a principal of a school, and I would assume an elementary school. Oh, here it is, right here. Victor Tam. I want to read this to be the first point, that I wanted to make. Go ahead and read it with me if you want. This is Victor Tam, allegedly a principal called Principal Tam. I don't know who it is, but he says, I feel very mixed anytime we conduct these drills, if you know what I mean. The drills. He says, I get mixed feelings. I act as the intruder and I jiggle the door handles to make sure they are locked. I peer through the glass panels and sometimes see students who might get shot. I imagine those Sandy Hook students and feel at once helpless and angry in those drills. His thing, it's Victor Tam's right to feel whatever he wants. I mean, those are his natural feelings, but I didn't want to dwell upon that. The drills, according to his words, make him feel helpless and angry, right? So I would suggest those are not productive drills at all, right? Drills are not supposed to leave you. They're typically not supposed to leave you feeling helpless and angry, right? So, and I'm sure it's not lost upon him and stuff. I'm not laughing at him. I'm just saying those drills don't make you feel good. If I was anywhere around those drills, I would not feel good at all, not even a little bit. In fact, I wouldn't accept it. It would be unacceptable. I wanted to bring that up, but while we're here, just real briefly, because you'll see some stuff. People will be talking about Alex Jones or whatever throughout the Twitter feed and stuff like that. Here's really the thing about it. What's interesting to know, there's that one dude, Leonard Posner, and there's a handful of other people who's suing people, to include Alex Jones and Wolfgang Halbig. Here's what's interesting. This is a situation happened almost 6 years ago, or something like that, right? Way back in 2012, Sandy Hook, all right? Let's just go with their theory. Their theory is Alex Jones is a nutball. He's a nutball, he's off his rocker. And certain people who listen to him who are even more nutballs. They're even more off their rocker. So when Alex Jones says, oh, Sandy Hook is a hoax, and you got to go ahead and pester, and you got to go ahead and see if you can molest, the victim's parents, which he never did. But let's say that he did say that. And those crazy people that were like, oh, shoot, that's what we should do. Let's go ahead and do that. And they were doing that. All right. Let's assume all that's real and none of it's real. But let's assume that it was. Okay. Well, you got those crazy folks, and this was 6 years ago, Hopefully it's died down a little bit. Hopefully nobody's receiving any sort of death threats and this and that. However, but I gotta point out, your best bet to not have crazies send you death threats and everything else is to, like, in a sense, lay low. In a sense, don't bring it up. Like, don't make it a mainstream news article. Don't make it public national news about this event if you want people and crazies to stop sending you death threats. Is what I'm insinuating. A lot of people, this is new to us, so we're not understanding. Here's the thing. If Alex Jones is a crazy and he's directing a whole bunch of crazies, all right, those people are crazy. All right, so in this event in which Alex Jones and myriad of other people are getting sued, just because they're getting sued, that's not going to stop the death threats that you receive from crazies. All right, if in fact you are, that'll do nothing to stop the death threats. In fact, if you make it national public news and you pound the media with it over and over and over and over again, you are guaranteed to get more crazies who will come out of the woodwork more often and death threat you. Why? Because you're getting attention. You're bringing attention to the situation. That's going to happen point blank, period. You might as well sue yourself for bringing attention to yourself and causing more people to send you death threats, which I sincerely believe is not even happening. I sincerely believe it. Unless you're getting from really, really mental unstable people who need to go into an institution. And for that case, you need to find them and arrest them maybe. If they're sending you serious death threats, which they're not, none of this is happening. Right? But you want us to believe that it's so, even though, man, there's no way that Alex Jones can control a whole bunch of crazies. Like hurting a group of cats is not going to work. The crazies will do whatever they want. All right? If they, in fact, existed, and I don't think that they do. All right? Meanwhile, as you'll know, all sort of people have all sort of different things that they feel about the results or the evidence given when it comes to Sandy Hook, when it comes to Parkland and all these other shootings in general. Many different opinions, all right? So none of this makes sense, and I just wanted to holler at you about how none of it makes sense. All right, but I'll still be doing the research, and I'm going to have to holler at y'all about it tomorrow. Get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all, and y'all have a very good Labor Day weekend and stuff, man. And, of course, we're going to be thinking about Nick Cruz, man. I wonder what Nick Cruz is doing right now. Sitting up in a jail cell, probably. That's terrible. I'll holler at y'all September the 2nd, 2018.